Hello and welcome to your favourite two posh pricks with a podcast. I'm Jordan Sanger, and to my left
is Henry Southern, the other posh prick in this dynamic.
You can hit us up on every social media platform going, provided they're Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Like every single one, as long as they're those. And make sure to hit subscribe wherever you're listening so you can be the first person to check out each and every episode.
Yeah.
This week's theme is a budget sandwich.
Yeah, your optimal theme, isn't it?
We didn't set ourselves a budget.
No.
But I assume these are like... I mean, mine's very low budget.
Yeah.
Is yours?
These are something you would have in your school lunchbox if you went to school in Grimsby like I did. Maybe not at Repton, darling.
And actually, because I was quite worried about keeping them refrigerated, and you were like, oh no, think about when you were at school and you have your packed lunch. And your
I was just telling you this on the way here. We went for a period where our fridge was broken, so my mum kept using chicken paste each and every fucking day. And she said to me, oh, you get to like it, don't you? I never got to like it.
You haven't given me chicken paste, have you?
No, I have forgiven my mum for that.
Oh, yes. We love you, Jade.
Yes.
Before we get started, we would like you to send us your sauciest foods.
Not nudes,
into our DMs. And we're going to rate them, aren't we?
Yes.
And see what we think. Ideally, they can be sandwiches. It can be anything.
Yes.
Send us your plates.
So a member of production asked us to ask each other this. So did you ever receive a nude once you came out of Big Brother?
What? Yeah, I think there was a couple.
I think I only got one
in the requests,
and I showed it straight to you.
Did you feel like you would kind of this
husbandly
would be a secret thing?
Darling.
Husbandly duty. Yeah.
Who was
weird.
yours from?
Guys, don't send unsolicited news to people.
Don't. I think it's illegal.
It's not good. I think it is.
Right, we've gone off on a tangent here.
We have.
Could I just
send
say,
foods, not nudes?
Yes. Thank you to Plu1954 for writing in. She's confirmed that she is still alive. This is the lady who rang me, and I mentioned it in episode 2.
Yes.
Yes.
She rang you up to check, just to let you know your phone number was in your bio.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy that you're still plodding and you're listening along.
Yeah.
And yeah, brilliant.
Plu, you sounded like a total sweetheart. You haven't rang me since. I appreciate you writing in. Thank you.
What have we been up to in this last week, darling?
Well...
We've just recorded with Tia Coffee.
Yes.
I've just realised we're wearing the exact same outfit. So you'll know when you see it.
Yes.
But it was good, wasn't it? She actually told us that she realised about halfway through recording that she was speaking with a posh voice.
I didn't hear it though.
she was like,
I'm sure she went to great
I've just realised I've been talking like differently to you two.
And we recreated a scene from the film Wild Child, didn't we?
Yes.
And it's Natasha Richardson who's deceased, sadly.
Not the atomic kitten.
Yeah, not Natasha Hamilton.
She's very much alive.
I almost started that rumour, but thankfully we corrected it there and then, didn't we?
Absolutely.
We went to a party on Friday.
AJ Dudu's big rap party. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Lots of
free booze.
Lots of booze. You met one of your comedy heroes.
Indeed.
Which
I did. I
can say one of Jordan's comedy heroes who I was having to elbow about 5 times to let him know it was him.
It was Asim Chowdhury who plays Chabuddy G, but I'm so used to seeing him in People Just Do Nothing as Chabuddy G. He's so good in character that I didn't recognise him in person. And Henry, who hasn't even watched the show, had to prompt me.
And he introduced himself going, he's like, I adored you two on Big Brother. It was really sweet. He was so sweet.
Very sweet, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Asim. Lovely to meet you.
If you're listening, you're probably not.
I had to go home a bit earlier because I had to get a early morning train to a certain stag do, which I'll talk about later. But I heard you sort of coming in about 4 a.m.
Yeah,
so
I think I left around 4. That's when the party ended.
Oh, God.
And then this lovely cabbie called Terry Waits, I believe.
Why do you know his name?
Because he told me his name. I was the first job of his day. And yet we had a lovely conversation. I was asking him questions. He was asking me questions.
What did you chat about?
Just life, Henry. Like normal people do at 4 a.m. in a cab.
It's giving smoking area conversations with people like, oh, you're amazing. You're going to go places.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He was going to the airport to do further jobs.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy he got to meet you.
Right, what are the headlines? Get back to it, Henry.
Right, headlines today. Oh, no, you're doing the first one.
Oh, yes, I am. Henry prepares for war.
I do. Jordan becomes gladiatorial.
And there's a budget sandwich bust-up.
Yes, well, we'll see.
All here on Club Sandwich.
Right, cheesed off. You know the rules by now.
Yeah,
We each talk about something. We kind of have light rules to this. Each of us talks about something that's cheesed us off this week, and then we agree which one is more annoying and put it on the chopping board.
Do you want to commence? Because you've had a harrowing experience. Well, no, actually, we shouldn't say that.
I went to my first ever stag do.
Yes.
The
A
week.
dear friend's stag do, by the way, so be careful, Henry.
And let me just say, like, stag do, they're meant to be about celebrating the groom. And yeah, dear friend, one of my oldest friends, Dominic, adore you. It's about to be, it's all about celebrating the groom, right? But I felt like by the end, I was like celebrating that I was like still alive. Like there was so many, I mean, what we did was, we started off, I was told quad biking would be involved. I'm actually quite good on a quad bike, I won't lie, but that was back in my younger days. I used to have one. But
Flexing. I used to have bloody chicken paste sandwiches.
and I got a text on the WhatsApp, because we're in a stag do WhatsApp group. Lads. And we were told, oh, guys, quad biking's off because of the weather. I was like, yes, this is great news. So, but instead, we're going Peaky Blinder shooting. What?
Well, he lives near Birmingham, doesn't he?
Yeah, what? What? The guy, instructor, I think he thought he lived in 1920s Birmingham with his cap on, and he was like shouting, and I was like, God, there's like firearms here. It was all a bit bizarre.
I've seen the photographs of Henry.
I know. We were shooting. There was one of the things we were shooting. One of the targets looked like a Michael Jackson lookalike, but it wasn't. I don't endorse guns whatsoever, but there was one which was this like Tommy gun, and I've never felt so liberated in my life. It was like, I was like, oh my God, I did so well.
You didn't bring that home, did you?
No, it was only shooting airsoft little pellets, but you know what? That made me feel so alive. Anyway, we carried on. Next up was axe throwing. I was quite good. A lot of the people in the group, in the stag group, they all said that I was doing it quite sophisticatedly, because I've just had my hand in my pocket while I was just kind of like flinging axes at the targets. There is photographs of this.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've only got your word for that.
I know.
I can imagine you doing.
I'd say that axe throwing was the most enjoyable part. And I thought, okay, we're nearly there now. 2 activities out of 3. And then came like something that might haunt me till the day I die, which was called the Jungle Escape. And this man was like screaming at us. We had to put on these camo, like we had to wear, like, I felt like I was on army boot camp preparing for war. I'm worried they're going to put me on this list now for like conscription if it all happens, because I feel like I've done one thing involved us like crawling in this mud and like kicking a ball with our heads and like having to crawl through this wet mud. Some of what I found like bizarre, some of them looked like they were enjoying it.
Yes, well, they probably were.
This is just crazy. And this guy was like shouting like some really foul things. I was like, so is it in your job description to be a twat? Like, what
was he shouting? What foul things?
Like he was like, come on, keep moving.
That's not foul. That's just
instructive. No. Some of them were like really foul. I don't even want to mention like like bad language, darling.
Okay. We never swear on.
And obviously some of the other ones were like, oh, come on, like our resident reality TV, like blah, blah, blah. And then there was a moment where you had to carry people over this mud thing, and they were like, oh, careful, it's ITV's special goods or something like that. I was like, oh, this is very...
I wish we fucking were. We're not Anton Jack, darling.
It was so traumatic. And by the end, I felt I had shell shock. We all sat in the pub, and I just kind of... I felt a lot of trauma by this experience. And now whenever I kind of hear anyone raise their voice, I just think of this man. Like,
so that's cheesed you off?
Well, yeah, stag do's. I don't... what would your stag do look like? If you had a stag do, what would that look like?
Just probably getting a little bit tipsy.
Really?
Yes, and some fancy establishments.
Would it be more refined experience?
I'd love to do a bar crawl from Claridge's to the Connaught, around the whole circle.
I think that sounds quite nice.
I wouldn't do any of that barbarianism.
Yeah.
That's not for me.
Barbarian.
What would your idea be?
Yeah, and the stag was also wearing like a bright pink mankini over his thing, and it's... Yeah.
Yeah. So what would your ideal stag do be?
I think mine's a bit more like you. Do we need to have a joint stag do? That kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
We can do, can't we?
Or like a little holiday somewhere. A little weekend.
Okay. You go on your
maybe
weekend, I'll
Venice.
stay in London.
Venice would be nice.
This is a romantic city, though. What, together? Or
No,
you're going
no,
around
it's
with
like-
lads in Venice? I don't think Venice is really the place.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe we just shouldn't have a stag do.
No, maybe we shouldn't get married.
Anyway,
Kidding. After that bloody fake engagement, this will cheese you off more. Cyclists who go through red lights or snatch phones.
what?
There's
Jordan, you
prevalent
can't
in
say,
London.
"Oh, what's cheesed you off this week?" Criminals.
No.
because this is going to get a bit obvious. You can't just be like, "Oh yeah, I can't stand those."
No,
Like,
it's a specific subsection of criminal, the cyclist. And
oh, what? So you don't mind, say, a murderer, but like phone snatchers?
they haven't cheesed me off this week, but cyclists have.
Murderers haven't cheesed
Darling,
you off.
I'm
but
thinking about you, because every time we're walking around central London,
Yeah.
the amount of twats who just go for a red light on their cycle and almost hit you, and I'm like, Henry, come on, Henry, come
You
on.
nearly got hit by a bike.
I did get hit by a bike.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I know.
That was in the early days.
I know. I don't think you uttered a sound like
No,
after.
I didn't really react.
I didn't really know what to do about the
No.
situation.
I think I said something along the lines of, Henry, don't look at me right now. I mean, decent.
I'm not decent.
But it pisses me off. It makes London feel like a war zone when they're going through red lights, they're snatching your phones, they're on your phones going through the red lights.
But not all cyclists snatch phones.
I know, but many of them do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not statistically proven, but no, many of them just go through red lights, or they'll come,
Yeah.
the crossing bit for us, pedestrians, us mere mortals. The cyclist will swoop over that bit.
Yeah.
You know the bit I mean? Does that not annoy you?
I mean, to be fair, like cyclists are quite irritating.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a countryside boy, and we find with the country lanes in particular.
Oh, you get really irritated in the
don't.
countryside.
Sunday morning when you're just trying to
Yes.
get to Dalesford to get your sourdough bread. It's like
As you do.
it's kind of like Tour de France is going on
Oh, well,
through the country lanes.
I mean, Henry, if I'm going to out him again, I'm good at outing you, aren't I? Henry likes to go slowly and wind down the window and have some sort
No.
of discourse.
No, I may have said, "Oh, I hope you're having a really lovely Sunday morning."
Yes, it's the most passive-aggressive thing. You don't go raving at them, do you?
It's so annoying because a journey that usually takes me 15 minutes will
Yes.
take like 40 minutes. No, they were doing dangerous in that time because they were going
Yeah.
either side of
They
me.
usually are, darling.
Yeah.
Only the dangerous cyclists I'm talking about. I don't have a blanket
Yeah.
ban over cyclists.
And they go to a lot of pubs and
Big up the cyclists.
and they go into like a lot of the pubs in like the Cotswolds with
Yes,
their Tupperware,
later.
and they'll ask for a glass of tap water
Yeah.
and some squash or something, and then they'd have brought all their own food, and they sit
Yeah.
in the pub area. It's like, yeah, but this isn't all cyclists.
So
Sorry to all the lovely cyclists out there.
don't you agree that mine is a bigger peeve? Because you're begrudging a poor chap
Well,
for
I
having a
can't
lovely
really,
stag
I can't really
do.
say that people thieves. Yeah, of course, thieves are worse.
And
than
people who
stag
drive
do's.
recklessly on bikes, who's reckless cyclists.
Fine, put phone stealing.
Yes. What's that on the chopping board?
The chopping board. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know? Are you aware that that's the name of this segment?
Yeah.
Slice of life.
So next up, we have slices from our lives. Henry, would you like to begin? A slice of your recent... Well, it's a joint slice, this one. We can both nibble at it.
Oh,
The green
nibble
room.
is an interesting
Thank
word
you.
to use.
That's why I used it.
We went on ITV News
Yes.
to plug the pod.
Yeah.
And
It was extraordinary.
It was so cool because I actually love watching the news. And guys, it's just a massive green room.
I know.
I was like, this is bizarre.
It was literally green. A green
Yeah.
screen with a desk.
And on the day, they said, "Can you bring a sandwich with you?" And like one
That
of
was
your
a waste
favourite
of-
sandwich. Oh, a waste of money. I'm
35 quid on a club sandwich.
This is
which-
this is the budget episode, but we went to the Lanesborough and bought a £35 club sandwich.
Ergo, we're now budgeting.
Yes, exactly.
We wasted the money on
But
that.
the lovely
didn't we?
producer took it back for her hubby.
Yes. Oh, she was happy. She was having fish and chips, but she doesn't eat fish. So she's just having chips, wasn't she?
Yeah,
But her husband has this fantastic club sandwich, and she took it home in Tupperware. And
I know. It was a very surreal experience, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
I just wanted to speak a bit because something. This is really weird. I feel like we're opening up too much here, but sometimes Jordan and I will send each other a heartfelt message
Yes.
using ChatGPT, just to see if the other person
Yes.
recognizes that it's ChatGPT written. And I'm quite good at calling it out, but I don't think you are.
I am. Yes, I am.
Do you always know?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have any examples?
Oh, don't.
No, you don't. I did tell you yesterday, prepare some bloody examples for that
No, I
slice,
don't.
Henry.
Shall I actually ask?
No, nobody's
shall I ask
interested now.
Shall I ask ChatGPT?
We've got
something?
Jordan's History Corner forthcoming. Everyone wants listening for that.
I've just realised that I think the last ChatGPT message you sent me was actually a love letter to an Aperol Spritz.
I do love an apple.
From the very first sip, you captivated me. Your vibrant orange hue, gleaming like the setting sun, immediately promised an experience that would linger long after the last drop. How could I not fall for your effervescent charm?
It's almost metaphysical, something John Donne would have done back in the metaphysical poet days. I'm describing you akin to an Aperol Spritz.
Aperol
Or
Spritz.
ChatGPT is.
Aperol Spritz, you are the embodiment of all that is sweet, refreshing, and intoxicating in life. I'll forever raise my glass to you, my beautiful, effervescent love.
Likewise for you. I'm using metaphor again.
Oh, really? What?
Yes.
So in that,
Well, ChatGPT is on
in
my
this,
behalf.
I was the.
Yes, your favourite colour is orange.
This is kind of reminded me in the early days of our relationship. Jordan would actually send me love poetry.
Oh, no, Henry. I told you we're not doing this.
Everyone knows, darling. It's all over the bloody internet.
Yeah, but we don't need to highlight
I know.
this.
Yeah, he's not soppy, guys. I promise.
No.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is scary, so feed it incorrect information.
We asked ChatGPT, what do you think about the Club Sandwich podcast? And it says, the Club Sandwich podcast is a fun and engaging podcast that I've heard great things about. All right, babe. It blends humour, insightful commentary, and a deep dive into various topics, making it appealing
historical
to a
topics.
wide audience.
Yes.
Whether it's pop culture, life stories, or current events, the hosts often bring a unique, down-to-earth perspective. It goes on a bit longer as well.
I mean, that's all correct.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's so generic, right? Like no specifics. We have responded, who presents it? 'Cause we don't believe that it actually knows us. What the fuck? The Club Sandwich podcast is hosted by 3 British comedians, Mickey Flanagan, Mark Dolan, and Rory Bremer. Mark Dolan once made
Have we got copyright issue here? I was like,
each of them bring their own unique style and humour to the show. ChatGPT is not a Genry shipper.
Maybe they think I look a bit
Comedian.
similar to Mickey.
Together, they combine their talents to create podcasts both entertaining and thought-provoking.
Just to respond to it saying, that's right.
How dare it? I wish. Can you feed it correct information? I don't think you can you?
You can feed it anything.
Oh.
So this was my original prepared slice, a Gladiator 2 film review. It's a very good film. The pacing's a bit off. The soundtrack's incredible. I think it's a Gregson Williams brother, yeah. So it's a good soundtrack. It's rekindled my penchant for Roman history, but instead I want to talk about something else.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire, darling?
How often do you? I bought a whole book on the Roman emperors.
I think literally once a month. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, daily, probably.
And it would be on on a Sunday afternoon.
Why on a Sunday afternoon?
I don't know. You know, when you're just maybe you've just had a big roast and you're just kind of lounging about. And
I feel like Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
But no, instead I want to talk about Soho and why it's called Soho.
Wait.
No, this is more interesting.
You would literally just. So your prepared slice this week is the Gladiator 2 film review, and you're going to
Yes.
talk about Soho.
Soho.
Yes.
Do you know why it's called Soho?
South of.
No.
Oh.
Soho is used in hunting, like Soho, Soho to alarm people, much like tally-ho, tally-ho. And the Duke of Monmouth.
Am I
Is the
hallucinating?
The illegitimate son.
What is going on?
Follow me here. The illegitimate son of Charles II, the Duke of Monmouth, used it when he was up in Scotland attacking his uncle James II. So when they were going into battle, they would scream, Soho, 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 like as a secret cry. But it's also used in hunting. And of course, the Soho area, like a lot of London, used to be predominantly hunting ground in the countryside. Because London was a lot more rural until late 19th century, maybe a bit before that. And West London was just all different estates.
I love this for you, darling.
Yeah, so Soho, battle cry. And nowadays, of course, a different type of hunting goes down.
I thought it was more like, 'cause in New York, you get like, there's the area Nomad, which is like north of Madison Avenue. And like, I thought Soho was like south of...
No, Soho's a hunting cry.
Okay.
Yes.
But
I think it's with pheasants or something. Maybe pheasants. Oh. And then Tally-ho is more with foxes.
Well, I'm happy you've enlightened me.
Yeah, so I've been waiting like for 12 hours to tell you that. I even said in the car on the way here, I've got something really exciting to tell you, Henry.
Well, great. The club counselling doors are now open.
So I've got 2 here.
Okay.
The first, it says, make everyone working in supermarkets or shops learn respect.
Do we have a
People are
name?
so rude. Amanda. Yes.
I think working in retail or hospitality is a very good idea.
Yeah, but...
For everyone.
What? Oh, so you're against Amanda?
Wait, what did she say?
Everyone's so rude who works in shops. Teach them respect.
Oh, no.
So the workers in shops.
No.
Oh, shit, maybe I've read it wrong.
Yeah, I think you have.
No, I haven't.
I
never had a customer leave de grieve, though, when I worked in the top 4, big 4.
You sound so proud.
I am. It says, make everyone work in shops to learn respect.
Yes. I agree.
Right. I just thought they had used a grammatically incorrect.
Right. Amanda's going to sue you. So do you want to like...
So make everyone work in shops to learn... Yes, I got it now.
Go from the top.
Working in shops is an education. Have you worked in a shop?
No, but I've worked in hospitality.
Yes.
Which, I don't know, what do you think, who gets harder time? Hospitality or retail? I think hospitality.
I mean... Yeah, retail I could always like hide away.
Because there's an entitlement in the hospitality setting. It's like I demand like the best service.
I mean, when I was at a wench at Warwick Castle, I spilt loads of soup over this guy.
Whenever you talk about this, I literally would just like die to be a fly on the wall.
But that's one of the only tips I ever received.
Didn't they make you dance on the table?
Soup. Yes. Yeah.
God.
I think both retail and hospitality do offer valuable lessons in life.
They do.
But I don't know if we would be able
and you
to
learn that
script
people
everyone
are
to work.
bastards.
And,
you learn like people are awful. Some of them. Some of my days working at a very, I won't name it, quite a fancy shop. Actually, I kind of have done retail-ish. Oh my God.
Of course.
I ruined quite a famous person's Christmas because I didn't get them pigs and blankets in time for Christmas.
But they were being a knobhead from what you've told me.
They were. They're awful.
But no, I agree. Although I don't think it would be practical. Sorry, Amanda.
Well, it's hardly practical. Some countries send people off to war for a year.
No, but supermarkets are cutting down on staff numbers. So they got rid of the counters, Henry. And they're reducing the numbers of people working on the checkouts because they've all got self-service. There's robots nowadays.
Yeah.
ChatGPT and stuff, self-starting.
I know.
No, but...
well, it's useless by the looks of it. It doesn't even know that we host this bloody podcast.
But yeah, I think it's a nice idea.
Yeah.
But...
I think it's very good. I feel like...
You did work and experience in the Dorchester.
It grounds you.
Yeah.
It gives
Working at the Dorchester grounds you.
No, that was quite funny. So when we were like 16 at school, it was like, oh, you all have to go off and do your week's work experience. I think I was younger than 16.
We didn't even do that.
I was like 15. And I just went to the Dorchester to do it for a week. And it was, lots of fun. But I think it made me realise that wasn't the career for me.
So we've resolved that one then.
Yeah. Next up.
Marmite. Lover or hater? I thought on the budget edition.
Why is it, when it's like you either love it or hate it, I'm literally the opposite of that. Like, I kind of like it.
Oh.
So when everyone's like, oh, you either love it or hate it, I don't agree with that.
I think that's part of the marketing campaign.
Yeah. Because I didn't either love it or hate it. Although I saw Bill Nye in a interview the other day. He was being asked, because he's in this fabulous new thing on Netflix about the invention of a test tube baby. It's meant to be very good. And
it's on my list.
He was being asked about, for some reason, like, I'm going to uni, I don't know how to cook. Bill, what shall I make? Because Bill's clearly the person you go to ask this kind of questions. And he said his favourite dish to have at home is just a piece of toast with a bit of Marmite and some beans on top, which I thought is very you. And a little bit of Marmite left over to put on top of the beans. Also, Nigella Lawson is famous for her Marmite spaghetti. She puts spaghetti
Gosh,
in
we're
Marmite.
doing well on this podcast, aren't we? Hugh Grant in week 1, Bill Nye and Nigella this week.
What do you?
Marmite,
You're a Marmite lover?
I never really had it.
Or hater? Or in between like me?
No. Well, yeah, maybe in between, just apathetic.
Yeah.
If I have beans on toast, all you need is the bread, the butter, the beans, the cheese.
Is that what you would tell a student to make if they were struggling?
What's student?
The student that asked Bill Nye what?
Well, they wouldn't be asking me, darling.
Okay.
This has been sent in
Yes.
from the lady who was worried about breaking up with her boyfriend
In
because her
episode
boyfriend was
2,
her
yes.
best friend. Yes.
It's great, by the way. If we ever solve your issues, we love hearing from you to see how you're getting on.
Yes.
What did they say?
Hi, I'm the one who wanted to break up with her boyfriend. I did it yesterday and we're still friends. It was really a good breakup, no hard feelings, and we have been talking like normal all day. LOL. Just
Darling,
bad timing, really.
we're changing lives.
What?
We're doing a great job here.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said we're having a change. No, we are.
Yeah.
Just got to do it.
Keep sending them in, guys.
What advice did we even give that individual? Did we say just...
He said it was an impossible task.
Yes, it was an impossible task. It had
Yes.
to be done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've proved that anything's possible.
Oh, no.
Notwithstanding.
Oh, no. I know what's going to happen now. It's just come to me. They're going to, sorry, it's not going to work out. Because you two are going to end up being, if you're still friends, you're going to go to a party and then one thing will lead to another.
Yeah, people have friends with benefits.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. Maybe that's what you should do. Just make him
Oh,
a
we
friend
really
with
messed up
benefits.
now. We're not qualified to
Just
give
digging the
relationship
hole
advice.
deeper and deeper.
The pod had a little write-up in The Guardian, which is exciting. You don't like the word pod, do you?
No. It's too snappy for me.
But above the write-up, they just had an image of the Grinch and
Yes.
what's her name, little Mary Lulu. I don't know what her name is. The
What
girl.
are you trying to get at, Henry?
I mean, you're looking quite Grinch-like today in the green.
No, because you're taking me to a Brat concert, which we'll talk about on the next episode. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Are you having a Brat Autumn?
No.
No.
I don't really know what one entails.
I'm quite slightly concerned because the last date you took me on to a concert was Royal Albert Hall, and this would be quite different. I'm not sure there's a single musical instrument involved.
Oh, I was expecting Rachmaninoff himself to be there.
Really, the support act.
Resurrected. Have a Brat day, everyone.
Right, should we eat some sandwiches?
Yeah, we shall.
Today's theme is a budget sandwich, isn't it?
Yes, it is a budget sandwich.
And I mean, we didn't give each other a budget,
No.
but I mean, mine was very, very. Mine was cheap. In
You've
fact,
been to Harrods again, darling.
not at all. Should we?
Yeah,
end there?
let's have a look.
Did you find it quite easy thinking of your budget sandwich?
It's simple. I mean, of course you've got to have butter, but anyway, let's.
It's simple, of course. Got to have butter. Is it just a butter sandwich?
No, but I used to love those when I was a child.
Really?
Yeah, butter sandwiches.
Butter sandwich?
Ketchup sandwiches.
What's that about?
I don't know.
Ketchup sandwich?
Bread and sugar. Yes, ketchup
If
sandwiches.
there's a ketchup sandwich under here, I might
there
rest.
isn't. I've basically already given you a ketchup sandwich in week 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was awful.
So both wrapped
all
up.
right.
Oh,
All
sorry.
for 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I can smell something in here. 3, 2,
1.
1.
Can't really see much.
We're both looking at some rectangular foiled
That's made with love.
object.
That's my first homemade sandwich for this podcast.
Probably ever, isn't it?
I noticed you put a hole through the tinfoil. to
Yeah,
make
so we
sure-
could distinguish whose was whose.
Right, shall we
Yes.
do the reveal?
So we're unwrapping. We're like miners down the colliery now, unwrapping our lunch, lovingly
Oh.
prepared.
Oh, white bread. Oh, we haven't done the same again, have we?
No. Is this?
I'm
just
going to
a-
have to do a slightly.
So
I
Henry's
want to
decided.
peel back to see what's
Yeah.
within.
Well, let's describe how they've been cut.
Mine have. So Jordan's sandwich that he's given me is cut into 4 little
Yeah,
squares.
like to put in your lunchbox. And then you've cut yours triangular.
Yes, just in
Yes.
half and half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to explore?
Yes, let's explore what's inside.
Oh, it's just a crisp sandwich.
Yeah. I used your recipe.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
Half mayonnaise, half butter.
Yeah.
Cheese? No, well, you didn't then, did you? It's not my recipe, darling.
Is this just ham and
Copyright.
cheese?
Yeah, but it's the certain type of ham. Peruvian bear ham.
Wait. Oh my God. The
What?
ham is in the shape of a bear's face.
It's like looking in a mirror,
What?
isn't it, Henry?
What?
Yeah.
Jordan,
Darling, that's what
Sorry.
you'd have.
am I 5?
No, but if you're Ma and Pa on a budget, that's what you're going to have. And you'll be
Wait
happy
a
for
second.
it.
I'm peeling.
What,
Just-
why are you doing undoing
if you're watching, I just want a visual. I want to give a visual.
I put some cheese on it too. I grated
Oh,
that cheese.
it's all kind of sticking. Oh no. Oh, right. There's the bear. I think it's got eyes and a
Yeah, it
mouth, isn't it?
has.
But how have they managed to do that?
I don't know. I didn't try any.
Okay. Right.
And Henry's is just a crisp sandwich.
Yes, which we actually
So-
you taught me how
Yeah.
to make that in the Big Brother house.
I mean, yeah.
And
What crisps
I have to
did
say,
you
it has
use?
to. Well, you find out.
No, obviously cheese and onion,
Oh right.
but what brand?
Walkers.
It's not very budget, darling.
What do you mean? That probably all in all cost like less than £2, like
No,
a
you can
pound.
get a supermarket own crisp.
Right, should we take a bite?
Yeah, let's do that, darling. Ooh. Love this part of the podcast.
It's not half bad. I mean, it just tastes
What
like
have you done to these fucking crisps?
it just tastes like a butter sandwich.
These crisps don't taste right.
What do you mean? Are they not very crunchy?
They're so soggy.
I was worried that might happen. I was worried because I made that this morning, and
You were worried about my sandwich travelling.
I think the butter and the crisps are
Yeah,
not
it's-
really.
No, the crisps that I call congealing and
Oh, I'm sorry.
soggy and...
Try and pretend that it's a normal crisp sandwich. I quite enjoyed that. If I was 5.
It doesn't travel.
Really?
Try a bit
Have a bit. Try a bit.
of your creation.
I mean, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I mean, the crisps. No, you know what? They're giving those kind of like Spanish, like slightly potato-y.
If you had that at school, dinner lady would ring social. Whereas this is a
What
lovely
does that mean?
social services, darling.
Where are we going to score these?
I think this one is actually quite all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a ham and cheese sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
But I would say that yours is less, but mine's more budget than yours. This was a packet of crisps and a slice of white bread and a drink.
No, but you buy all this in bulk, wouldn't you? You've used Walker's crisp.
Fine. Sorry, I didn't know I was like really blowing the bank out there by buying a packet.
Well,
of
you know,
crisps.
for some people, darling. So what? Let's remind ourselves
I
of
mean,
what the
in
leaderboard
the sandwich's
has.
current state, I'd rather eat that one,
Yeah.
Jordan's.
I would say, well, it's nothing like the chicken sandwich.
No.
I would say the ham and cheese teddy bear one should be. It's above that croissant.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Should we put it in third?
What about the burgers though?
Oh, the burger's really good. Let's put it in fourth.
Maybe this can come after the Big Mac.
Yes, fine.
Yes, and that one just above the wrap, maybe,
Yes, fine.
because it's a wrap.
Yeah.
But we're not going over that again. Do that pun you did last time.
That's a wrap, folks. This has been Club Sandwich. The podcast isn't really about sandwiches, but
totally is.
with me, Henry Southern.
And me, Jordan Sanger.
Make sure you click subscribe wherever you're watching so you can be the first person to listen.
Yes, rate us 5 stars and leave a glowing review. And follow us on all our social media at Club Sandwich Pod.
And as we mentioned earlier, make sure to send in your saucy foods into the DMs. And we will do our best to
That's
judge them, won't we?
FUDS.
Yes,
Or FUDES.
Yes,
Right. See you next Wednesday.
over and out. Wait, what are we doing next? Next
Oh,
week is
is-
the Christmas Spectacular.
Yes.
I've tried to make that sound really exciting,
Yeah.
but you kind of gave me nothing back.
Bells and whistles. No.
We're going to bring each other a Christmas outfit to wear for the duration of the podcast, but in secret. So I've already got my plan for you.
Yes. Nothing too hot though.
No.
Like temperature wise. No.
Tea Coffee said she can't find any vegan Christmas sandwiches.
Okay, save that then for next week.
Yeah, okay.
Right, thanks.
That and more next week.